Assalamu alaikum student. Today we discuss the topic that is the interference of light wave. Interference is the result of interference is the result of two waves overlapping in space so that their displacement at interference occur result in two spatial cases. Interference, we discuss the two cases in which the interference occur. First case, the second case. First case, interference occur when displacement of two waves have the same sign. In second case, interference occur when the displacement of two waves have the opposite sign. These two cases occur, so the interference occur. Interference occur when the overlapping of two waves in space. The interference of light wave. Before we discuss these two cases, let's see what it mean to add the displacement of two waves. We will illustrate this by considering the two waves. Here we considering two waves. These two waves, they are initially apart and then move toward each other and begun to overlap. We also draw a set of axes on the side over here. The horizontal axis is the position and the vertical axis is the displacement. Lastly, we have drawn the dashed line to represent where displacement is 0. Here the displacement is 0 and the displacement is above the line is positive and displacement is below the line is negative. So here we write all the displacement above the dashed line are positive and below the line is negative. So here we write all the displacement below the dashed line are negative. Now let's see what happens when these two waves are overlap to each other. Here we have drawn the two waves that come together and overlap at any instant of time when they are overlap completely. Here the trough is completely overlap. Recall that the wave are the portion where the displacement is minimum. This portion is called trough and where displacement is maximum, which portion is called crest. So now return to our two waves that are overlap to each other and try to find the resulting displacement. Resulting displacement can be found. Resulting displacement can be found by add the displacement of two waves. Now we find the resulting displacement by do the addition graphically. We will draw an arrow representing the displacement where we are interested to find the displacement. We put the tail of an arrow at the zero displacement of the wave. The arrow we represent the pink color is represent the displacement of the pink wave, and here the arrow represent the displacement of the green wave. We can find these displacement of the two wave by adding these two wave this arrow represent the displacement of this wave and this arrow represent displacement of this wave. So we can write here we draw again. This arrow represent the displacement of the pink wave and this arrow represent the displacement of the green wave. So we can find the resultant wave. Here this line is represent the total resultant of these two waves. So resulting displacement we find by adding the displacement of these two waves. So here we write the size of arrow is represent the magnitude of displacement and the direction of arrow arrow downward, it represent the negative displacement. Arrow upward represent the positive displacement. Now we discuss the case 1 interference of light wave. See what happens when the displacement of each wave have the same sign. Here the sign of displacement is the upward position. Here the size of the arrow that represent the displacement of the wave in the upward position. Here the direction of arrow is the downward. We represent the displacement of the wave. Here also the direction of the arrow is downward. We learned before that where the size of the arrow is same means that is the direction of the arrow is same, so they are add up and give us the resultant displacement of the wave that increase the magnitude of the arrow. Here the direction of the arrow is downward in this wave and here the direction of the arrow is also downward in this wave, so they are also add up and give us the resultant arrow that increase the magnitude of the displacement of the wave. So when we add these two waves, here we get the resulting wave. Here we get a resulting wave with a shape similar to the initial wave but it increase in amplitude. Here increase in amplitude. Here is also increase in amplitude. When the increase in amplitude is happen, increase in amplitude because displacement of the two waves have the same sign. When the displacement of the wave have the same sign, they increase the amplitude of the resultant wave. In other words, we can say that when crust align with crust, here the crust is aligned with crust and trough is aligned with trough. Trough align with trough, so they give us the resultant amplitude that is increase in amplitude. When increase in amplitude, this process is called constructive interference. Constructive interference happens when crust align with crust and trough is aligned with trough. The increase in amplitude. This process is called constructive interference. That is the all about the today lecture. Now we discuss the other case. In this case, here we take the two wave and add these two wave. When we add these two wave, then the displacement of the wave, this wave is in upward position and the displacement of this wave is in the downward position. And here the displacement of the wave is in upward position and here the displacement of the wave is in downward position. When we add up these two waves, then the displacement of these two waves are in opposite direction. When the displacement of the two waves are in opposite direction, so they are cancel out the effect of each other. So in resultant we get the zero displacement. Zero displacement means we have zero amplitude. This zero amplitude in resultant we get because the displacement of each wave have opposite sign. In other words, when crust align with trough or trough align with crust, so in resultant we get the zero amplitude. This zero amplitude means that waves have totally cancel out. This process is known as where the crust line with trough or trough line with crust, and we get in resultant zero amplitude. This is called the destructive interference. Assalamualaikum student. Today we discuss the constructive interference and its path difference and phase difference of two wave. Here we take the two wave. This is the wave 1 and dotted shape is the wave 2. When we compare these two waves, when calculate the path difference is tell us how much further one wave travel. In this case, both wave travel the same distance, so here the path difference is 0 and path difference is calculated by lambda, so it's shown by 0 lambda. Path difference is 0 lambda and phase difference that is also equal to 0 because both wave travel the same distance. In this case, this is the wave 1 and dotted line, this is the wave 2. In this case, dotted wave travel distance smaller than the blue wave. Blue wave travel extra distance, that is the here the phase difference become, in this case the phase difference is lambda, and here is also is equal to the path difference is lambda. So blue wave travel extra distance to lambda. So here we write path difference that blue wave travel then the dotted wave is the 2 lambda, and phase difference between these two waves, that blue wave is extra covered, that is equal to pi plus pi, 2 pi, 3 pi and 4 pi. So phase difference is the 4 pi. Here we take also the two wave. Blue wave is the wave 1 and this dotted line is the wave 2. This dotted line covers smaller distance than the blue wave. Blue wave cover extra distance, that is the lambda. So here the path difference is equal to 1 lambda. Path difference is equal to 1 lambda and phase difference is equal to pi plus pi. Here the extra phase difference is the 2 pi. So we can write general condition for constructive interference. General condition for constructive interference, path difference is equal to n lambda, phase difference is equal to 2n pi. Here n is equal to whole numbers value 0, 1, 2 up to so on. This is the general condition for constructive interference. We can calculate the path difference and phase difference of the two waves. Now we discuss the destructive interference. Here we take the three example of the wave. Here blue wave is the first wave, dotted wave is the second wave. If we compare these two waves, then blue wave travel extra distance, that path difference is equal to the lambda over 2. So here we write path difference that is equal to lambda over 2. If we calculate the phase difference is equal to the semicircle wave that is travel extra distance, that is equal to the pi. So it is equal to phase difference is equal to pi. If we discuss about the second example, here we take the two waves. This is the wave 1, this is the wave 2. This wave, blue wave, travel extra distance than the orange wave. So that path difference of the blue wave that travel extra distance, that is equal to lambda distance on this point, and then is our extra lambda distance this point. So here it covered the distance. Here it covered the distance lambda, and here in this circle is covered distance lambda by 2. If we add the total distance, that is equal to the 5 lambda over 2. So path difference is equal to 5 lambda over 2. If path difference 5 lambda over 2, phase difference is equal to pi plus pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi and 5 pi. So phase difference that is equal to 5 pi. Here we take also the two wave. This is the wave 1 and this is the orange line, this is the wave 2. If we calculate the path difference of this wave, path difference, blue wave that is covered the extra distance, that is equal to lambda, and here is covered distance lambda by 2. So total distance is equal to, that is covered this blue wave is equal to 3 lambda by 2. This is the path difference, and phase difference pi plus pi, 2 pi and 3 pi. Now we write the general condition. General condition. If we write it, phase difference that is equal to 2n plus 1 pi. Path difference is equal to n plus 1 over 2 into lambda, where n is equal to whole numbers 0, 1, 2 up to so on. This is all about the respective interference conditions.